All righty, welcome back. Oh, there goes the timer. The timer wasn't going. Blue Star Dream, first one to chat. Hello. Let me switch it over here. Easy, hello. Seeing you around. Hello, everyone. Make sure to hit that like button. What's up, Burrito? Great stuff. Already on to a good start. Hello from Missouri. Blue Star, hello again. How's your day? My day is going well. Right now, anyone here maybe on the East Coast, I know in Pennsylvania right now, we are getting dumped with a ton of snow. It's snowing immensely out there. I probably have about an inch of snow right now on my deck. There's really no deck there. That's going to be something. That probably will never be completed. Hello from Serbia. Hello, young whippersnapper. 150 people in the chat. Palmetto finds reseller. Hello from South Carolina. Cheryl from Ontario. Heidi, smash the like button. That's exactly how it is. Police chaplain. I think that's my first moderator in the chat I've seen so far. Joe, thank you for the donation. Greatly appreciate, Joe. Awesome. Thank you for the super chat. Hi to Jamie Harkin, Big Z. Brett Picos. That guy. I like your profile pic. That was cool about 7 years ago, man. What's going on? Gemini Thrifts as well as in the chat. So, for people who don't know, Gemini Thrifts is actually a good friend of mine. She's the one who thought of today's topic. If you don't follow her channel, she's already starting a YouTube channel. I would highly suggest going over there. If you guys are big on selling on eBay, if there's ever someone who I'd ever say is really successful on eBay and does reselling really well, check out her channel. If you want to learn stuff, you want to learn how to pack stuff, lots of good stuff over there. So Gemini Thrifts, check it out. Mary, thank you for the super chat. Awesome. Melanie, thank you for the super chat as well. Love your channel, your attitude, and your humor. Thank you. My first live video, Amy says. Hello, Pink. Howdy from North Texas. Rocco. Sabrina. More from South Carolina. Hey, Taco, bring Salsa on to say hello. If she shows up, she'll show up. So the thing with Salsa is she goes based off of whatever the elements are. So right now it's getting dark out. So she goes on the couch, sleeps, and then if I'm at my desk, whenever I go upstairs, she'll follow me. So she might come in if she hears me, but I think she's sleeping right now. Treasure Hustlers, hello. Long time no see. The Salsa is very camera shy. I pull out the camera and she turns her head. It's kind of, it's surprisingly. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes. We're pretty close right now. I think we're at 70. How do I look up what things are worth? What are you doing tonight? Well, I use eBay app. That's always a good one. And one thing I would definitely say is check completed. Don't just check sold. Check completed. And kind of have like an idea of like something that might be worth something. You know, tools, if you know what a wrench looks like. You have a wrench in your hand. Maybe you want to type in, you know, the name of that tool as well as the dimensions. So it might be like a 5/16 wrench. If it says Mac on it, if it says Craftsman, you know, if you come across a Snap-on one, check it out on eBay. Just type in, 5/16 Snap-on wrench. There's usually a lot of things that there's just not much to it aside from just the name and the size. So that is good. Up to 130 likes. We have 247 people in the chat. Brett, you're a funny guy. Do I ever just want to give it all up? That is kind of depressing. I don't think I ever want to just give it all up and reselling. You know, I really do love reselling. I really like doing YouTube. The only thing is, like, it's a lot of work. There's a lot of work that gets done. I'm currently drifting a lot more into doing reselling or doing YouTube kind of, you know, full time. It's been 6 videos a week. Right now, it's about 70 hours between YouTube and eBay and Etsy. And, you know, if I can eliminate 20 hours and make it work that way, I would love to. I definitely enjoy doing content for you guys. It's always fun to do the storage auction videos as well. Yeah. Hello from Ohio. Give Salsa a treat for me. Will do, Linda. Do you get a wire stripper yet? So probably one of my first videos, I think my 7th or 8th video, I had a wire stripper review. That wire stripper is terrible. I'm looking for a wire stripper, if anyone comes across it, that can strip braided wire. So not insulated number 1, insulated number 2. And I haven't been able to find one yet. I know there's the one with use the power drill. That does only number 1 wire. It doesn't do insulated number 2 wire. And it seems to be like I never come across number 1 insulation. So it's really pointless to kind of buy one. And realistically, I don't really have the time to sit down and strip wire when, you know, you're really only making, you know, very few, maybe 10 cents or 5 cents more by stripping the wire. There's a lot of wire out there that the insulation weighs so much that it's not worth it to strip it. Auction land. Yes, you can find wire strippers at tailgate auction sometimes. Yes. Hey, how's it going? You can find them. The old-fashioned wire strippers, yeah, but the power ones, I have tons of those, these old ones that you kind of just, you know, crimp wire and do a little electrical work. I actually had my neighbor come over a couple weeks ago and put in a generator or hook up a generator, and he had one of those. But, yeah, currently at 300 people in the chat. I guess we'll get on to the first topic of, I don't even remember, we were doing like spring is declutter or something like that, spring eBay sales. So yeah, let me know from everyone out there if your eBay sales are increasing right now. I noticed for myself, mine are really going through the roof. Who is Olga? Isn't Olga part of what's that TV show, movie? I don't know. No, that's Olaf. Olga. New York in the house here. Where's my girl Salsa? Salsa is sleeping in the other room. He's a funny guy. eBay is blowing up. Poshmark. Oh, eBay blows. Poshmark is skyrocketing. Yeah, so Poshmark, I've seen a lot of people switch over to Poshmark. I haven't yet. I'm still doing really, really well on Etsy, but I'm kind of a little bit off of eBay. You had recommended a fellow storage auction guy in your last video. That would be Storage Auction Pirate. I'm pretty certain that I recommended him. Michael, thank you. Hello, fellow reseller from Hazleton. You should do a fan meet. Hazleton. Well, speaking of Hazleton, I'm trying to bid on some storage lockers. I think they're in Hazleton. I think Hazleton's like 40 miles away. So right now I'm looking at storage lockers like on the internet. I've got a lot of people who are telling me like check out different sites. And I found a couple in Hazleton that I'm looking to buy, but the pictures are just so bad that I can't figure it out. Karen, iced coffee for taco, bone for salsa. Thank you, Karen. Awesome. Appreciate the super chat. That's amazing. So I'm looking to buy some storage lockers. Right now, I'm looking to buy one. I think it's 34 miles away. It's not a Hazleton. This is a different one. It ends in about 4 or 5 days. It's at $30 right now. The only issue I have is it's like a couple good things on the left. It looks jam-packed, but you can't see. There's like a table up front that's like standing up, and you can't see behind it. And if there's a big television back there, or if there's like a concrete statue or something, there is no way I can lift it. But I'm kind of thinking I want to bid on it because it looks like it's going to be a good locker. It'll be fun to explore and see what it's all about. But if there's a concrete statue there or something, it's been a while since I've lifted weights. Christian, hello. Carsick, hello. Scrap Hawk, hello. Does Salsa eat tacos? Salsa does not eat tacos. You should have new shirts made up with a picture of salsa. Should read taco stacks. Is everything better with salsa? Ooh, that's a good idea. And then have like salsa on a salsa thing. I don't know. That sounds like a good idea. I do like that. I should write that down. Clip it. You can buy a shirt, Brett. You can buy it on Etsy. I think that, yeah, so I still have t-shirts available if anyone is interested in buying any merchandise. I think I still have small through 3XL. There might be only like 2 or 3, 2XLs and 3XLs still available. The hard part with that, as I said before, is like, I know a lot of people have been asking for larger size t-shirts. I have to order 100 at a time, and ordering like 7 sizes at once, it's very hard to keep everything in stock when you have to buy 100 at a time. Salsa and a taco. Hello, Haley. They made doggy tacos, yeah. So Salsa did have a taco, like a pet toy, and she tore that up, and I haven't been able to find another one since, but we will see. Yeah, salsa popping out of a jar of salsa and you popping out of a taco. You can also clean rust off with Coca-Cola. You ready to shovel that 8 to 14 inches of snow that's coming tonight? I finally put my shovel on my front porch. It's so I'm going to make. There's I think a trash picking video coming out tomorrow. I edited it this morning, and it did snow. And JM, thank you for the donations for donuts. Thank you for the $5 super chat, JJM. Greatly appreciated. Yeah. So what happened? Oh yeah. So I was doing trash picking, and I was going up a hill, and I pulled off to the side road because it was a pretty busy road, and there was only about an inch of snow. And I just spun tires forever. And I finally just backed it up, put it back on the main road. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I mean, I'm getting stuck in an inch of snow. So I'm not looking forward to garbage picking anymore in the snow. We have 1 month until flea market season. I think it's the first week in April. I would like to know your opinion on flea market season. Do I, for the first week, do I go to buy or do I go to sell? My thought process on this buying and selling thing on the first week, and this is why I want to hear your opinion, is if you go there to buy, all the inventory is going to be fresh. You're going to be competing against other buyers, but all the inventory will be fresh. It won't be things that they had for an entire summer. It'll be all fresh inventory for the most part. I see buy, go to sell, buy. Gemini Thrifts just loves buying. I know. So I think I said something. She's the one who tells me about all the rummage sales. She's local to me, and she is someone who will literally buy everything. And it's amazing because like one thing she buys will pay for everything she bought. And it's like that thing will sell in like 20 minutes. And it's like, all right, I wish I could do that. People are saying sell half and half, buy some and sell some. Ooh. Auction Land says I'd buy. So yes, Laura says sell. Lots of people want to get out of the house. So yes, this is my thing with the buying and the selling thing. So the selling thing is, so I said to buy, everything's going to be fresh inventory. By selling, I'm going to be competing with everyone else who has fresh inventory. Joe, this is for 2 bootleg Gucci's. That's good. That's good, man. So my friend, that's good. I'll get into that later. Oh man. So the sell thing, when I'm going there to sell, obviously you guys know I have so much inventory. I really shouldn't be buying anymore, but I just have so much inventory that literally I could probably sell everything I have every single weekend, set up both days, and be set for the next 2 months without having to buy one more item for the rest of the year. And flea market season is only like 5 months, and buying season really picks up during the summer. So the thing with the selling is I'm going to be competing against everyone else. But most importantly, I don't know how many people are going to be showing up that first week. You know, it's the first week back. You're not going to have the people who are just driving through. You're just going to have you're not going to have the tourists. You're going to have just the people who love the flea market and know the flea market's opening up. So it's kind of like that's my only customer. So it's rough. It is rough. Oh, I see somebody said something. Oh, already lost it. Already lost it. So we have 400 people in the chat. Harry says, stay out of Delaware. It's mine. Blue Bus Dave is always buying, yes. So I know Blue Bus Dave, so his thought process, Adam, $10 super chat, thank you. Have I ever ran up on a raccoon or skunk trash picking? Oh, boy. No, but I've definitely come across like rats or mice like living in the trash while I'm doing it. I also have a very bad like raccoon problem around here. So right when I was starting to rebuild the warehouse, like right when I started doing YouTube, I think it was like a couple months in, there were raccoons living in the warehouse like randomly. Like it'd be all cleared out, and then I'd go in there one day and there'd be a raccoon like standing literally on the wall. Like it'll be standing on the wall, not like I don't even know how it was possible. He was literally standing on top of the sheetrock. That was an adventure in itself. Yeah. Squirrels, there's squirrels everywhere. I mean, I come across them everywhere. They find ways into my warehouse as well. Picos. Are you going to bring salsa to the flea market? Rerun asks. Hold on. Hello from snowy Montgomery, Colorado. Ooh, that sounds rough. That sounds cold and snowy. Rerun Rob, are you going to bring salsa to the flea market? So my flea market, you're not allowed to bring dogs. You're not allowed to bring pets. So salsa will not be allowed there. It would be fun. The other thing with my flea market is you can't put out a box of free stuff. So people say, why don't you just sell everything for free or put a free box on it if you want to just donate it or throw it out? You can't put stuff that's free. And the reason why is I've seen people do this, and what it creates is people all swarm that person. They get something for free. They go down two vendors or person next to them, and they're asking $2 or $1 or $3, and then they get nickeled and dimed. It's like, well, I just got her free over here. Would you take $1, even though you're asking for $3? You know, so it kind of creates like a really bad situation when you get things for free. So that's why they kind of stay away from it. Also, it also brings in like the riffraff and the people who just like swarm, and it's just not fun. Olivia, if you find any older Muhlenberg stuff, pick it up. They changed the logo a few years ago, and old stuff is in demand. Muhlenberg. I always screw that one up. One of my best friends from high school actually went to Muhlenberg. I did not know that. I do come across a lot of Muhlenberg stuff. I also come across a lot of Moravian College stuff. Those are two schools that seem to not be selling right now for me. Moravian College never sells for me. And that's really local. That's in Bethlehem, which is like, I don't know, 10 minutes away, 20 minutes away. Lafayette College, which is also 10, 20 minutes away, and East Stroudsburg, which is also 10, 20 minutes away, also sells very well. Those two schools. When is my next mail video? Ooh, I can't really show you, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 5 packages there and maybe like 6 letters. So maybe after another 5 or so packages, I'll do a mail day video, probably mid-March. You guys have been really, really supportive with sending mail as well, so I greatly appreciate that. So it's almost like every 2 days I go over there, I have a package. So I greatly, greatly appreciate that for everyone who's been sending mail. And I hope to be working on that license plate wall more in the spring. I think this week it's supposed to be like a low of like 8 degrees on 3 days. Not happy. Rerun Rob, do you save all your cords until you have a huge weight? I save them until like my whole barrel is full. Nick and Andrea Hills, hello. Really enjoyed the trash picking videos. Thank you. Great. I look tired. I'm always tired. The mouse taco. Please reply to George Smith. I've seen this George Smith thing like 7 times. And I don't see George Smith at all in the comment section. I don't see it. It's like maybe so. Like if you guys have like a picture next to your name, it's much easier rather than just a letter. That way, like personally for myself, if I see a picture next to your name, it could be of anything. I just know like, hey, that's the guy who has a picture of a toaster. You know, it's always like remembers my name, so I remember the toaster goes with that name. Oh. The mouse, there we go. He wants to know if you melt gold or silver scrap. I don't melt gold or silver scrap. I have a person who buys all my gold and silver. I actually only sell them gold right now. I haven't been selling any silver recently, and that's because silver is down. There was a while back. Now I see George Smith. There was a while back where it's the Morgan dollar. I was getting like $32 a piece, $30 to $32 a piece, and now like I go on eBay and they're going from like 17 to 25. So something like that. I know who you are, auction land. That won't get by me. I can see that. But yeah, I don't melt down my silver or my gold. But I have been selling gold to that one guy. I know gold's up, but like gold's so high up that's like, if I come across it, I'm going to sell it regardless if it goes down $10 an ounce or up $10 an ounce. Silver is just so low. It's like, what, I don't even know, $17, $18. So it's really not much. I just hoard it essentially, even though I really don't even know. Like, if you showed me silver and gold, like gave me a box of it, I'd be like, yeah, sure. It could be gold. I'm not very good with that. Going to get down to mid-30s in Florida by Tuesday night. That is cold for Florida. I know when I went to school, what did I have for supper tonight? I had Subway. Didn't have pizza. So the funny thing is with the pizza place, so I went there yesterday and got pizza, and this is actually going back to another thing. So I won't get into the details, but there was a donation bin there. And I talked about this a long time ago. There was a donation bin. And if you throw stuff next to a donation bin, if anyone wants to kind of participate in this, go ahead. If you throw stuff next to a donation bin, it's considered dumping. Is it illegal or legal to pick up that stuff next to a donation bin? And I talked to a police officer in a local township here, and he said it's a gray area. It's all about private property and all those kind of laws. So somebody dumped mattresses, which appear in every trash picking video, next to this guy's donation bin at the pizza place. Gretchen, wow. Thank you for the super chat. Breakfast of Champions, cookie and iced coffee and something for sweet salsa. Thank you. Thank you, Gretchen. Awesome. That is awesome. Thank you for the super chat. I know I've seen you around a lot in a lot of the comment section. I greatly appreciate that, Gretchen. Wow. So yeah, where was I? Thank you, Gretchen. Somebody dropped off mattresses next to this donation bin. And he asked me if I can, because his mom actually watches the channel. They found me on YouTube somehow because somebody actually stopped in a pizza place and said that, hey, look, Taco Stacks stopped off here in the fall. And, he saw a pizza thing from a garbage picking video. So she found my channel. Paper and Moose, $5 donation, cash for Shamrock Shakes. Thank you. If you guys don't follow Paper Moose, check her out. She is a good friend of mine. She's the one who buys the paper ephemera. She has started a channel. I think she's currently at like 588 subscribers. So if you can go over there and subscribe to her channel as well, that would be awesome. I know she's trying to get to the 1,000 subscriber mark. So if you guys want to go over there and follow her, that would be great. So I grabbed these mattresses out of he told me, hey, somebody dropped off these mattresses and can I take them away? Because he saw my videos, he knows I can dispose of them. And he thought I burned them. Well, I don't burn mattresses. I just put them out for garbage and they take them. But he's in an area where their garbage men won't take them. So he literally just gave me free pizza for the next 3 days if I took the mattresses. So took his mattresses. But that kind of is like that gray area of like, he said if anyone dumps off anything there, I can just grab it because it's his property. But like if people throw stuff next to a donation bin, he really doesn't care, but I don't know if other owners would care. So maybe somebody out there knows the laws. I know you can't like jump into the donation bin and take stuff, but and speaking of that, I know someone who I was at a storage auction and he said there is someone who sells to Africa in those cargo containers and he got arrested for taking stuff out of a donation bin. And he took it out of the donation bin and all of his stuff in his storage locker went up for sale. And they sold everything that he had in his storage locker. So there's ways you can get in trouble. What would be my dream find? Tam asks. My dream find in the trash would probably be any sort of signage. Like if I found like an antique sign, that's something that I'm like really into now. And not really into it in terms of, like I really want like one just to have one. It's kind of like I'd really love to find something like that out in the wild because it's always so expensive and I have no purpose of displaying this. I have no purpose of reselling it. I just think it'd be cool to have one. So if I found like a vintage antique porcelain, probably like a gas sign, I'm not really somebody who's like overly excited about like Toys R Us sign or any sort of signage like that. I think some sort of like gas or oil. I would say Jeep, but I'm not a big like automobile kind of guy. Porcelain signs, yes. Porcelain signs are nice and they're really expensive, but I come across them every now and then at auctions. They go for a couple hundred. Have you ever found any old signs? At auctions, I find them every once in a while, like once every 2 months or 3 months. They go for like $300, $400. Do I like thrifting more than trash picking? Thrifting, I like when there's a lot of vintage stuff. Trash picking, I like when there's a lot of treasure. That's kind of, I don't like lifting washing machines. They are heavy. They are really heavy. Like I say, a bag full of community college sweatshirts. No, I don't want to find a bag full of community college sweatshirts. Have I ever sold anything at auction? Yeah, so Les, who's now in the chat as well, I sold a bunch of things as tailgate auction. And, I was really surprised with the amount of money I got on that stuff. It was a lot of stuff that was stuff I was going to donate, things that like I'd be happy if I got gas money back, and I ended up getting like $80 or $90 when I was really expecting like 20, 25. I haven't really sold anything to a local auction house. It's something I do want to do because if you guys might remember, I picked up a Cub Cadet lawnmower a while back, and the guy was like, yeah, it runs. And it was like full of leaves and everything. And I was like, all right, this thing doesn't run. Well, I brought it home, dumped a little bit of gas in it, and it fired right up. But I don't need a push mower. Like I have a John Deere 60-inch riding mower. There's no reason why I'd ever use a push mower. So that's something like I know if I brought it to the auction house by me, it would sell for anywhere between $50 to $100 if it runs. And it might even get like $125 or $150 because the people just go crazy around spring for that stuff. So it's like, why should I bring in a flea market, ask $25, people ask me if it runs, I fire it up, and then people tell me, how about $10? Like the flea market I sell at, it's not a crafting flea market. It is not a flea market for high-end antiques. It is not I was going to say crafting, but like crafting like, homemade necklaces, but also not crafting like we have a broken dresser, you can fix it up, take it home. It is a flea market where it's a glorified yard sale. If you don't have things that you're selling for $1, $2, $5, you are not going to make a lot of money. You're not going to make a lot of sales because that is just not what's in demand at that market. Any Madison College sweatshirts? Ooh, Madison. I've never heard of Madison unless you're talking about Wisconsin Madison or Madison, James Madison. Hey, Melissa, thank you for the super chat. How do we buy stuff we like that you find? The only way you can really buy something is through the flea market. Right now, I'm not doing private sales because I've seen a lot of YouTubers kind of getting into private sales on YouTube, and they create a lot of enemies because, if I say, here, who wants to buy this phone? People are going to want to buy it, and people are going to offer me different amount of monies, and people are going to be interested in who do I choose. I might have 100 people are interested in it, and I'll tell the other 99, hey, I sold it. So it kind of creates a lot of, I don't know if drama, but just negativity. The other reason is because I see a lot of YouTubers get away from creating content that is enjoyable, and it turns into, hey, look, let me make content that is going to make me more sales. And I just really don't want to do that because I just like trash baking and storage auctions and all that. I don't want to really focus on certain avenues that might generate me more money. Can you give a shout out to my husband, Chris Jotka? Hello, Chris. How are you doing? Thank you for the super chat as well. Thank you. Hello, Chris. Can you auction stuff live on YouTube? I've never really got into that. I see other people do that. I see like sports memorabilia. that is something I'm just like not really into. I've seen people do like this thing called razzing. That was a thing a while back where people used to like razzle, or it was razzle, but it's like raffle off tickets to randomly be selected to win something, and everyone chips in like $10, and you win something that's worth like $150, and 20 people pay. I don't like that either. I think that's also probably illegal in some states, so I probably won't get into that. Darlene, thank you for the super chat. Love your channel. Good work. Awesome. Thank you, Darlene. Wow. You guys and girls are amazing. Really are. Greatly appreciate the super chats. Greatly appreciate all the support. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you, Darlene. Greetings from London. Hello. Awesome community. Yes, this community, you know, a lot of people don't see a lot of the other things. Like I get tons of comments, tons of messages, a lot of support, and the channel continues to grow every day. It's something that's really amazing. I remember when there used to be a time when I first started, and for the first month or so, every single day I write down how many subscribers I got and how many views I got, like after the end of the day. And I remember it used to be like 3 subscribers and 200 views. And it used to be like, I was so happy. And now it's a couple hundred a day. It's like taking off, and it's truly amazing. And you guys seem to love the content and the array of content. So greatly appreciate it. Can I take my show on the road? The only problem with like taking my show on the road is that I got to take salsa. I'm not somebody who likes to leave her ever. And I really don't have a way to kind of transport her, especially in a van. I did want to do, in the future, I might do a picking like down in Maryland or Delaware and go for the day and come back at, afternoon sometime rather than going to like Harrisburg or Scranton. I think it'd be fun to kind of go picking in Maryland. It's not that far. It's maybe like 3 hours. So I think that's possible. Can we see your death pile sometime? Yes. Death piles. I was working on the death piles this morning. I was working on clothes. It's not enjoyable. The death piles are truly, some people call them money piles. They are, yeah. Madison College is now Madison University in Harrisburg, Virginia. The only Madison I know in Virginia would be James Madison. So I don't think I ever come across a Madison University unless it's like a specialty school. That's one thing I don't come across is a lot of specialty schools. My family will watch salsa for you. Thank you, Tanya. I hope you like hope you like a wild animal. She is very wild, especially in the morning. Watch how you get near my turn. What's the plan for a truck and garage? I have no idea right now. Oogly Babe, thank you. I love your videos. You are so down to earth. Here's for your next iced coffee. Enjoy. Thank you, Oogie. That is awesome. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate the super chat. Awesome. Any information on the bottle dump? Les asked. Well, the thing with the bottle dump, I haven't found the actual bottle dump site. I just found like the garbage landfill site. I haven't found the bottle part. So I don't know if I'd ever do that. I was also at an auction last week, and I completely missed a metal detector. It sold for like $20. It was brand new. It was a couple $100. It was like one of these gigantic ones where like the circle was this big. Like probably wasn't good if it was that big, or maybe it was really good. But what are you gonna do? I miss a lot of things at auctions just because there's just so much stuff. I really enjoy watching the awesome treasures you find, whether it's trash picking, auction, thrifting, or at the dump. And thank you for recommending Paper and Moose. Really enjoy her finds as well. Yes, Gretchen, she is a wonderful person as well, and she makes great videos. Like I said, if you guys haven't checked out Paper and Moose or Gemini and Thrifts, or Gemini Thrifts or Paper and Moose, check out their channel. They are good friends of mine. Michael, hit that like button for salsa too. Yes, please hit that like button. Let's get to 300. We're almost there. Awesome. 16, buy and sell shoes on Mercari and other sites. I'm always handing thrift stores after school. Congrats, man. Shoes are their own breed. You know, if you can figure out shoes, you're in the luck. They are great. Melissa, thank you for the super chat. Can you sell 6X t-shirts and pants on Etsy? I don't come across a lot of 6X stuff. I rarely come across a lot of 5X stuff. I don't think my supplier offers 6X t-shirts. I will check. It's not like something where, you know, I have to order 106X t-shirts or 5X t-shirts. It just matters if they have it in stock. But I will check if I do have it offered, or if they do have it offered, I will definitely make it available. Do you ever run across any antique oscillating fans? I collect and restore. I come across the oscillatings are the ones that move, I think. I come across like the tabletop ones. Oh, there it is, like that big. The ones that are kind of turquoise, like 50s, I think, made by HP. I come across them every now and then. There's also the other ones that like have like the weird, really wiry kind of thing on them. I don't know what I'm talking about. The wiry, like the casing. I come across them a lot. The only problem with them is I don't pick them up because anything electrical, I like to test if I'm going to sell it. And when you start testing these older stuff, it could be a problem. Actually, you know, a lot of people ask me why I don't sell like toasters and stuff like that, and I just scrap them. I picked up a fan or a power drill a while back, and I plugged it into an outlet, and I blew up the entire outlet. And I can't fix it because I go down to the electrical box. Nothing's red, nothing's this, nothing that. Just electric is completely gone off of that floor. I'm like, what do I do? So that is a whole issue in itself. I know it's because it was something old, so I just kind of stay away from it. Do I have any artistic talents? Asked Kate. Nope. The funny thing is my mom was a textile designer and my dad was a museum designer. And there I am, taco stacks just being taco stacks. And my brother, he majored in engineering and now he's in management. Wild bunch, wild family. Are those all ball jars or do you have other brands? They are all ball jars to my belief, except on the end. I'll show you guys. This is an old Pyrex, like milk bottle, like actual milk bottle, like for a baby. Someone sent me this. Sorry, I don't remember who it was. And I've kept this on my display. It's all the way at the end of here, so it's not on camera. But somebody did send me this, and I do keep it in my display. So that's all over there. And yeah, the rest are all Mason ball jars. There's no Atlas or whatever brands are out there. Kerr, I think, is a brand. How many siblings do I have? I have one sibling, Janet. What did you go to school for? I went for business management or business administration. I got a concentration in management. If I can go back and do it, I think I'd still get management out of all the business degrees. I did like learning about finance. So in finance, we did like a stock market thing, and that was really interesting. But I think if you want to be self-employed and you kind of know a lot about the stock market, you can become pretty successful on it. But that is a whole ball game in itself. I collect bobbleheads. I have over 3,000. Wow. Do you only do professional sports or do you do everything? How much are Taco Stack t-shirts? I believe they are $15. With the bigger sizes like a 3XL and 4XL, probably around 17 or 18. Can you do a what sold video? I was going to do a what sold video like when I first started. And then it was like, am I going to really hold up a t-shirt and be like, I sold this for $10. I sold this for $10. I sold, and, over and over for, 20 t-shirts. It was like, this isn't going to be fun. So I didn't do that. Junkin, thank you for the super chat. Put this towards gas money for doing Columbus or Lambertville one day with Blue Bus. I want to see the collab. Yes, awesome. So I'm really trying to get down to Lambertville. The only issue with Lambertville is pretty soon it's going to be my flea market season. I did want to get to Lambertville. I know they get more money for their stuff. I understand the prices of setting up there are a little bit more expensive, but it is supposed to be a better market. Columbus, I've looked at it like 10 or 15 times, and every time I look at it, it seems like it's farther and farther away. It's like, for some reason, I feel like Columbus is just too far away. But Blue Bus Dave, or Lambertville with Blue Bus Dave sounds like a good possibility. The Iowa store, sorry, that's all we have right now. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate the super chat. That is all right. I greatly appreciate the donation. Awesome. Bob Ross, 5 more weeks. Yes, Bob. Thank you, Malin. 5 more weeks till the flea market. I thought it was like a month. It is. It's like a little bit over a month. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. Lambertville is worth it. I've never been to Columbus. Yeah, I feel like Columbus. So Box Truck Guy used to sell at Columbus. I haven't seen him in the chat yet. He sometimes joins. He used to go to Columbus, and he used to say he used to do really well, but it was very similar to my flea market, just in New Jersey. New Jersey is also kind of a little bit different in terms of what you're allowed to bring. I know there's a lot more restrictions on a lot of certain things, and it's, Pennsylvania is very open in terms of whatever you want to bring, you can bring. I just want to see you pick the market with Blue Bus. Maybe he'll get lucky and find gold. Seems like he finds gold once a week out of dollar piles. Yeah, I see. He picks up a lot of jewelry. That's one thing I have no clue about. Jonathan, thank you for the compliment. Appreciate it, Jonathan. Kim, thank you. I always smash the like button. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so we're almost at 400 likes. If you guys haven't, please do. Lambertville stinks compared to Columbus. Lambertville just has dealers walking around, hardly any customers, even on a somewhat nice day. So that's kind of the vibe I get, is like Lambertville is one of those flea markets where it's higher end. It's all antique dealers and dealers, and people like to negotiate and really, all those little small, brass figurines and stuff like that, artwork. That's kind of the vibe I get from Lambertville. Columbus is kind of more probably my style, similar to my flea market. I enjoy. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. Thanks, Malin. Lambertville, Columbus is probably more my style. I do like the junky flea markets. I like digging through boxes. I like seeing stuff that, has not been researched. That's kind of my vibe. Tam, thank you for the €5 donation. I think that's a Euro Stein. Have you ever come across bedbugs while picking? To be honest, I don't think I've ever even seen a bedbug. Like everyone, that's one thing. I think bedbugs is like, it's kind of like the running joke I kind of talk about a lot. But like if I don't talk about it, and before I talked about it, everyone talked about it. I think it's kind of like they're out there, but they're not really out there in terms of, how often you're really going to find them. I would say, though, if you find a bedbug, you're in some deep trouble, because I heard that they breed and they're possible to get rid of. Stop smelling mold particles. I try my best. I also live in the middle of nowhere and there's lots of water, so that's not going to happen. But yeah, that one locker I did, that had a lot of mold in it and wasn't fun. Hey, you bought the Casper bed way back. Hello, Vanessa. How are you? How's it working out? Is it worth looking into? I think Casper products are really good. They're high quality. Come down here to Virginia. It's $3.78 for our clothes. Fire, thank you for the donation. Greatly appreciate it. I would like to come down to Virginia again. So the Casper bed. Do I think it's worth the money? That's all based off your financial situation. I think it's a good product. It's not the best bed I've ever slept on, so I think a lot of people want a bed that's like feels like a cloud. It does not feel like a cloud. It's pretty firm. Same with the pillows. I got 3 pillows from them. 2 of them are like completely different than the other one. They're soft and they're like, you can like fold them. The other one's like a brick. So I don't know. They're having some product quality problems, I feel like. But the beds I like the bed. I mean, I don't sleep with, I used to have back problems. It's not something I bought because I was like, hey, this is going to fix my back problem, but I don't have back problems anymore, which is nice. Connie, thank you for the super chat. Awesome. Thank you, Connie. Greatly appreciate the super chat. Awesome. A-Love, we appreciate all the efforts on videos. Any doggy siblings for salsa? Guacamole. So I haven't heard that one. I've heard Chips. I heard a lot of people say Chips. Get a dog named Chips. Guacamole's the first. I know someone who has a cat named Queso. I don't think I'm going to get another dog for Salsa. I think Salsa is one of those dogs that needs a lot of attention and just wants to be the only dog. She seems to really love people. I don't think she really loves other animals. That's my issue. I also really don't need another dog. It's just, it's so much work. It's a lot of work. I enjoy it, and I like working up and being committed to a schedule. That's one thing. If you don't have an animal and you work for yourself and you've had a problem with like creating a schedule, I literally have a schedule now, and it's amazing. And I would not have that schedule without Salsa. That is something that's extremely hard to make when you're self-employed, is to have a schedule. I know someone with a dog called Pickles. Why is everyone calling their dogs out their food? What's going on here? Hey, Taco Stacks, if Pyrex doesn't actually have the Pyrex name on the bottom, is it still worth something? If it does have the name Pyrex on the bottom, it's most likely not Pyrex. It's probably Hazel Atlas, I think, is the other one. Hazel Atlas. The only Pyrex that would be not have Pyrex on the bottom would be the Opel set, which would be the all white. Now, if it's all white, like a Pyrex bowl, it says Pyrex on the bottom, it's all white. That means that the actual stamping on the bowl has disappeared. So they've run through a dishwasher or it's worn off. But it shouldn't have a stamping on the bottom if it's white. It should not have a stamping. Carol, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate the super chat, Carol. Awesome. Chips would be a cute pet name. Yeah, Chips and Salsa. Auctionline says Hazel Atlas. That was my vibe. I thought it'd be Hazel Atlas. You need a trash pick or thrift in the UK. I don't know how to bring stuff back. I think, isn't UK the one that you need a permit for? I think UK is the one that you need the permit for. Which, I mean, here they don't care. So, Anna, toys and treats for Salsa. Love your show. Greatly appreciate the super chat, Anna. Thank you. Salsa is loved. I see you guys love Salsa. I appreciate it. She is a loved girl. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Anna. Am I a morning person naturally? I don't stay up late. So if you guys are wondering why I started the show at 6 o'clock Eastern time and not 7 o'clock, that's because I'm probably going to bed at about 8 o'clock. The Pyrex makes punch bowls. Yeah, they did make punch bowls. Punch bowls. I feel like every show we have is always something about punch bowls. It's always Bob Ross. Yeah, so I don't stay up late. I'm not a late person. I wake up. I go based off of kind of like Salsa goes off of. If it's light out, I'm up. If it's dark out, I'm in bed. So. Did I get better internet? Yes, I did. I did get better internet. So this would not be possible if I didn't have better internet. This just wouldn't happen. And it wasn't too long ago. I didn't even have DSL here. It was dial-up. So times have changed. Object, 500 blue thumbs before 11 o'clock. 2 taps from Tina and Pooh Bear in Ohio. Yes, love Salsa. Thank you, 2 taps. Thank you. Appreciate the super chat. Awesome. Yeah. Salsa, if she ever comes in here, she's going to be happy if I tell her she's getting some bones and treats and stuff. She loves her bones and she loves her treats. Carl, I live in Millfield, New Jersey, where Kerr glass and white-tailed Tatum glass originated. Also, Wheaton glass. Have you ever seen old bottles with marbles in it? Have you ever seen a blue baby-faced milk bottle? No, I've never seen a blue baby-faced milk bottle. I do come across marbles or bottles with marbles in them, like mason jars. But it's always, that's one thing with marbles, is like You guys might remember a while back. I bought the Wolves. Thanks for answering my question. Much love. Appreciate the super chat. I think that's Canadian. Awesome. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. So the thing with the marbles are like, I don't know anything about marbles. Like I can look at it and be like, that looks like an old marble and probably be right about 70% of the time. But you show me a box of marbles that kind of look old, I don't know if they're actually old. So I don't buy them. I bought a small coffee can of marbles a while back. And I meant to list them on eBay, and they're literally still sitting in my room. And it's probably been about 8 months. And I see them every time I go to bed. And I'm like, why are they in my room? And why do I still have them? But some of them are like chunks are taken out of them. Like they're just chipped. I'm like, that's probably not worth money. Hi, from Eastern Long Island. When was your house built? Love the old farmhouses. I think it was built in probably 1890s or early 1900s. It has been restored, but there's still its typical problems. Too many cat eye marbles at flea markets. Yeah. I was just outbid at a real auction for marbles and lead soldiers. Ooh. Sorry to hear that. The Wolves. I thought it automatically convert to US. It automatically does convert, so whenever it does go through, it does. I think it does do Canadian or Euro, kind of like as respect to wherever you're from. It does convert. It's not like I'll get a donation of a $2 Canadian dollar or whatever it might be. But thank you again for the super chat. Hopefully, you didn't just do that just to see it convert, but greatly appreciate it. Is my house haunted? I don't know. It makes so many weird noises. Do I pick in other states? Ever think about traveling and picking? The only thing would be like with salsa. It's like I don't want to leave for too long. That's why I don't really travel much. New Jersey isn't too far away. But there's also state laws and different policing and all that. And I know some places are just nuts with laws and everything. So I stay away from that. The town where it is illegal to garbage pick, literally I picked up garbage in the last video, and I was going to include it into the video, but it was so blurry, and then I put a clip in, and I was like worried about copyright infringement. But a police officer literally was driving down the street, and I had 2 things of scrap metal in my hand walking back to my van, and you can see the police car coming right at me. I was like, oh, all right, gotta go. Stay moist, buddy. Take care. Take care, Les. And so I was going to include this clip in the video, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to just delete it. But that was in a town where it was illegal to garbage pick. Like, you're not allowed to garbage pick there. It's against the law. And he didn't care. He just drove right by. And my other friend, who's a police officer in another town, he's like, it's illegal there too, but he's not going to write you a ticket. I would not write you a ticket, and he wouldn't write anyone else a ticket because it's like, why? But I know there are towns and states where people are just all out of whack. I don't really, it's not important to me in terms of the legality. I don't think I'm going to jail, but who knows? Things can get twisted. I think it's more of it's weird that you're literally doing good for the world. I think it's more of an issue of like stealing and theft, as well as like some people take the recyclables out of cans, and these garbage companies make bids based off how much money they'll have to pay or how much money they can make off the trash. So if they're recycling all aluminum cans, they're making money. Whereas if they're, not recycling aluminum cans, but they expected to, they're losing money. So 560 people in the chat. We got a couple more minutes. I'm almost all out of words here. Maybe it'll be on an episode of Cops, baby. Who knows? Someone asked how old you were. Did you answer? We're all curious. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I was born, you can find out when I was born. I graduated college in 2013. So, with a bachelor's. Taco is 25. I'm not 25. I will tell you that. I wish I was 25. If that gives you any sort of clue how old I am. And I'm not in my 30s. Here comes the guesses. I know it's coming up. Jalita, thank you for the compliment. You have the best live chats. Yep, there it comes. Yep, now they're all filtering in. I knew it happened. Let us see you without your hat. The grays are coming back. I need to get a haircut as well. It's actually extremely cold out here. Can you please post more videos or photos of salsa on Instagram? I will try my best. I haven't been really updating my Instagram much. I post stuff on my story like probably twice a week and maybe like a new picture once every 3 weeks, so I apologize for that. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you want to see more salsa, she ends up being pretty much 90% of my content. How old is Salsa now? Salsa, I think I tried figuring this out. She'll be 8 months on the no, she's probably around 8 months. Wow, you have hair. Uh-oh, I see Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? What's your favorite time of video to make? You meant what's your favorite video to make? My favorite videos to make are probably storage auctions. But that's most because that's like my favorite video to kind of like actual do the content. I don't know if I have like a favorite video I like making. They're all very difficult in their ways. So when does Salsa get her own shirt? Hopefully soon. Auctions are my favorite too. Yeah, storage auctions are fun. Can I do more storage lockers? So yeah, I'm trying to buy another storage locker, hopefully the end of this week. The big issue I have with storage lockers and storage auctions, so this will probably be like the last comment or the last question I'll answer. We're almost at an hour here. The biggest problem I have with storage lockers is if I buy one online, they're not within 20 miles. They're usually like 40 or 50 miles. So they're usually like an hour, hour and a half away. So if they're an hour and a half away one way, that's 3 hours in transportation. If I have to go back there a second time to pick up trash or pick up like a table and 5 chairs or like 3 dressers or something, it's not really worth my time to spend another 3 hours to literally go back and pick up garbage. Because of that, I will still have to if I want to buy lockers in the rest of my life, because you won't be allowed to bid or buy lockers at another facility that's owned by that company if you don't go back and clean out the locker. So it's very difficult to kind of buy a locker that's small enough where you can gauge it on television or on the internet where, where you're like, all right, this is just one trip. This is one trip by myself and that's it. I've kind of figured out like a 5x10 is pretty much the max. But I bought a 5x10 not too long ago, and it literally took up half my van, and I thought it was not even close to full in terms of the locker. So I was like, this probably won't work. So that's my big issue. Alrighty, guys and girls, thank you for all the support. Thank you for coming in today. It's been truly amazing. Thank you, guys. Everyone who sent super chats, everyone who smashed that like button. It's greatly been appreciated. I will be seeing you guys again probably in 2 weeks. Generally speaking, little heads up is my flea market days are sometimes on Sundays, and I don't know if I'll do a live stream on Sunday, but maybe I'll do it on Saturday. Sometimes I go to flea market Saturday, sometimes I go on Sunday. So we will see what happens with that in the future, but who knows? Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. And until next time, have a great day. Keep living a dream. Peace.